Welcome back to Crew W Racing. So in this video, I take my early 90s Honda Accord Hornet race car to the fab shop. Christian Hasisley at Hasisley Fabrication is the one that did all the work for me. He does amazing work, as you will see in the video. He straightened this car out really nice. So definitely worth the money, the time, and everything for him to do it and do it right. I am truly amazed at what I got back. He straightened out the body, which that's going to get torn up anyhow, just nature of the beast of a circle track car. But he also straightened out suspension, mounting points, got the car unbent, got rid of a lot of the just bentness of the car. Best way I could say it. So as you see in the video, I'm going to have to go through and replace some suspension parts. The sway bar is definitely bent. It's already on order. Should be here tomorrow or the next day, I think. That's a whole ship straight from vendor through Jags. So that kind of gets... It's been shipped, but tracking and yeah, that's a whole mess. But anyhow, I've gotten some parts in. So the next video after this is going to be me pulling the motor out of the car, start tearing down the suspension, start doing the mechanical work and electrical work. But also in this video, I added on to the end, it was shot by my brother at Twin J Racing. The last race at South Bend that I ran the car at. So I figured I'd just throw it in there. Basically, as you will see, the car was not right. And when I pulled out on track, I felt it, but I was not pulling it. I was not pulling off the track for any reason. Basically, I pulled out on track. I could feel something not right. And it ended up being a left front flat. I ran all 15 or 20 laps on a flat left front. Well, I didn't know. I got back to the pits, and my buddy that was crewing for me, was like, "Your tire's flat." I'm like, "Well, I felt something." I'm like, I kind of drove it easy into one to kind of feel it out, but once I felt it was somewhat okay, I just kind of hammered down for a little while, and then towards the end of the race, I kind of settled into where I was at and just rode it out. So, ending up third that night in that C feature, I'm not going to complain. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. And please just continue following me on this journey. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome back to Crew W Racing. So we got the truck and trailer all hooked up. As you can see, we got it all hooked up. Getting ready to load up the Honda, the early 90s Honda Accord. Take it to the fab shop so I could get the front clip redone on it because the car is so bent. I got this car for $500. Yeah, I put a little bit of money in it now, but it's been a good car. I went out and had fun with it. Yeah, and just got to go back racing it. I had a lot of fun. Ran it for half a season 2 years ago. Ran one race last year. Unfortunately, I had a case of massive engine failures. So all this here is going to get redone and fixed right. Yeah, the head's off of this one because I dropped the valve. So yeah, I got the other engine inside to put in here. That'll get done at the chassis shop. Main thing is I want to get it to the chassis shop and get the front clip done and get it ready to go racing again this year. I got 2.5 months to get it ready. I have no problems. I know I ain't gonna have no problem getting it done. Welcome back to Crew W Racing. So as you can see behind me, I did get the race car back from the fab shop, and he did an amazing job of what he did to the car. So now we got to do mechanical side, electrical side, just a lot of odds and ends. I'm going to write down a list here in a little bit and go through it and see what we need to do. So I'm going to show you all the work he has done to the car, and this is going to be more of an introduction to the race car. So let me flip you around and we'll go from there. All right. So the car itself is an early 90s Honda Accord, as you can see. So what he did with it, what I had him do with it, was the whole front clip was bent. So now we got a bolt-in front clip to the car. I mean, he does amazing work. Collapsible bumper. If I bend any of this up here, it can be replaced easily because it's all just bolted in. That was one of the main reasons the car went to him, because the front clip was bent. He actually had to spread out the strut towers and get them back in the right position. Also, I had him put my seat in the car, but he had to do a new seat mount for me. And then new down bars on the cage that come down and tie in between the struts. My down bars went down there before. Then kind of did the same thing in the back. Made the bumper collapsible. And just straightened up a lot of damage I had been done. Also, fixed the body up on the car. Car's been raced for, as far as I know, at least 8 years, if not longer. So, you have that. Did the body. Also had them put this dash bar in here. Then he added the window bar and this bar and this bar down here between the cage. And then a collapsible passenger side door bar. So the car's been straightened out. Definitely has made a big difference in just a lot of things. I mean, the car was so bent. Here, I'll show you something here. Look at how that sway bar looks. It's done. So I gotta get a new sway bar for it. It's already on order. I'm waiting for it to come in. But just saying. We're going to go through and replace all this suspension stuff. That I can. And we're going to go from there. I got to get this motor and trans out. So there's that. Get the motor and trans out. Get all the wiring. Everything else that I need to do. Because this engine had a massive valve failure. This was the head on the engine I took apart. So, yeah. She broke a valve. Luckily, it was at idle, so I didn't really hurt anything. The car just shut off. Basically, it happened at idle. I was working air pocket out of the water system, and it shut off. So, and then it'd lock up. I could move it back and forth, and then I could roll over. So I knew something was down in that cylinder. Funny part is that was the same cylinder that I blew up on the other motor. So obviously when I blew up that motor, I hurt a valve and got this bottom end from the father-in-law. He had broke a timing chain on it. So I'm like, I'll put my head on it that I thought was good. I mean, I ran one race with it and then, yeah, snap, bang, boom. So the bottom end's good. I'm going to swap a piston and get his head together with new valves and stuff like that. So the biggest thing is with this car, we're going to do electrical. I got to get this motor trans out of this car because I got a manual trans sitting on the floor for it. This auto trans, I have plans for basically this whole setup. I'm going to be putting this motor in my car with the manual trans. So that deal is going to end up going into a more of a stock class car because I got another car out back that I'm going to put that into. So definitely a lot going on. And we're going to make it happen. I got a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I want to say a month and a half before testing. I got to have this car ready for testing. I mean, I don't plan on running points, but you never know. You don't want to cancel out points in March. If you're running good in points by May, June, then yeah, you make the decision. Go ahead and run the season. If you're, not doing good in points or missed a couple weeks because of wrecks or failures, whatever, then it's an easy decision to say, hey, I'm not running points. We're just here for fun. So I want to leave the option open, and I want to be somewhat competitive. With the work he's already done to the car is going to be competitive. So now I got to do my part after he's done his part to get the car to the point where it's competitive. And trust me, I just spent a lot of money in the past 2 days between Amazon, Jags, this place, that place, to get the car ready. So all the parts will be coming in the next couple days. And we'll go from there. So I just kind of wanted to give you an introduction to the car, which I kind of did. But it's an early 90s Honda Accord. I got it on the cheap. It was caged. It was bent. I went out and ran a half a season 2 years ago. Would have been 2013 or 2023. And I got the car right like June of 2023, and some things that happened and all that. I didn't race. My first race that year was the night before my birthday. So, and I was turning 40. So the car got the name Midlife Crisis because what more perfect name than, getting out there, buying a car to get out there, go back racing and having fun. And I said I'd never go into a Hornet or now a Road Warrior. I said I'd never do it. And here I am doing it because I know that's my option. That's what I had to do. I mean, I'm street stock at heart, but it's going to take a while to get my street stock together. So I want to be able to go out and have fun. So that's how the car got its name. We ran half a season. I had a lot of fun. You know, learned a lot of things. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with the car. The car don't owe me a dime. Never did. I'm just now getting the putting the money in the car to get it right, to get it together, and actually be able to go out and have more fun, be more competitive instead of running a C feature or a B feature. And I mean, this car ran decent enough to get in the B feature. So I'm definitely happy with it. So we're going to start getting into part. That'll probably be the next video since this was more of an introduction to the car. Also, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the videos. Get the word out there that I'm trying to do this, and I'm doing the best I can at it. But go ahead and get the word out there for me if you would, please. And I thank you for that. Also, check out Twin J Racing's channel. And he gets into a lot of different stuff, a lot of projects, a lot of just whatever he's doing, he is videoing a lot of it. So that's my brother's channel, so check that out. Thank you for following me along on this journey. And we will definitely see you next time. Probably pulling this motor out and trans out. Start pulling the wiring harness and stuff like that. I'm just going to roll as I go and see what happens.